All right, YouTube, let's talk about it. Y'all read the title. Let's talk about why my opinion, why building muscle or attempting to build muscle and trying to get stronger is the best way to approach your fitness, weight loss, your fitness journey. Even if weight loss is your main goal, even if weight loss is your only goal, I feel like you should adopt trying to build some muscle and get stronger. Why is that my opinion? Strong opinion so far that I think it's a fact for everybody. Now, I know a lot of people are going to disagree, but hear me out. Let me explain myself. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Just hear me out. Take notes. All right. Um, Building muscle takes discipline. It takes know-how. It's a skill. It takes knowing your macros, knowing your calories, knowing how to get your protein in, knowing what sources of foods do that. Weight loss, that ties in with that too, right? So that goes hand in hand. Getting stronger is also a skill. Knowing how to lift the weights properly without getting injured, knowing how to progressively overload over time, that it makes a what I'm saying is it makes a game out of it. You know what I'm saying? That way you don't always have to think about your weight loss side of it. That is a byproduct of it. Now I know a lot of people who only care about losing weight. When they go to the gym, they mainly do cardio. They might do crunches and stuff to try to burn body fat off of their abs, and that does not burn body fat. You cannot spot reduce body fat coming off your body. You can spot you can work certain muscles. You can pinpoint what muscles you want to work to grow, but you cannot spot reduce fat loss. If I do a bicep curl, I keep doing bicep curls, that's not gonna make me lose fat off my arms. Tricep pushdowns not gonna make me lose fat off my triceps. It's going to build the muscle there, which yes, indirectly will help lose fat, but not just there. Your body loses body fat where it wants to, all right? And your problem areas go last, no matter what workouts you're doing. So with that being said, if you make a game out of it and actually, okay, a strategic game out of it, how to build muscle, a strategic game of it, how to get stronger. Now, a lot of people are looking at me like, but I don't want to get too big. You don't have to worry about that. 99, even guys don't have to worry about that. So women especially don't have to worry about that. 99.9% of guys who do the most muscle building stuff in their lives are not going to look like these roided up bodybuilders. Females especially not going to look like that. But I know this one chick, I know this one guy, those they might be on something. Or they got rare genetics to where their muscles grow faster than the average person. But the average person is not just gonna blow up like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been lifting a decade, and that's how big I am. I'm not as big as some of these bodybuilders, or any of them, because I'm natural. If you stay natural, you don't have to worry about getting too big. And muscle increases your metabolism. It's metabolic. Muscle increases your metabolism. How much? Now, there's studies that say this and there's studies that say that. I ain't using none of them studies. I just say by a lot. Sounds crazy, right? But I'm just saying, when you get stronger, if I can bench press, let's say I can bench press 200 pounds. I can bench press way more than 200 pounds. But let's say I can bench press 200 pounds, and I set out a goal to get to 210. And then I set out a goal to get to 2. Over time, by the time I get as close to 300 as I possibly can, if I never reach 300, if I reach 275 or 265, which I could do way more now. I'm just naming numbers. The time that it took for me to get from that 200 to that 265, the effort, the workouts, I done built some muscle. I done built some strength. I done built some confidence. I done built some know-how. I done built a love for the workouts. I done built a love for the gym. I done built a love for dieting strategically. It's like it's a business. I always tell people it's a business. Your body, when you're fixing your body, whether you're making it bigger, stronger, faster, when you are, I just got off work by the way, so that's why I'm kind of messing up, but it's cool. Hear me out. Hear me out. You know I'm making sense. Hear me out. All right. I just did 12 and a half hours night shift. I just got off about 2 hours ago. I'm off Wednesday and Thursday. I'm supposed to be off Wednesday and Thursday. I'm working Wednesday night. First time doing overtime in a long time. Thursday night, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do my March Madness bench press session, or I'm going to probably do my bringing my bench press back episode. I don't know what episode I'm on. But what I'm saying is, you develop a passion for this. And it's not just oh, I need to lose weight and I need to lose, you know what I'm saying? It's not a, what I'm trying to say is, it's not like, you won't be like everybody else. And no disrespect to everybody else, but the majority of people fail their diet because everybody is doing the same thing. They're either winging it, or they're not listening to the people like myself who's done it. No disrespect, not to my own horn. I used to do that. I used to wing it. And guess what? I never lost weight. A lot of people go to the gym and they only do their cardio. Just imagine, okay, if you're doing cardio, let's say you do that same cardio, but you add in weightlifting. Yes, cardio burns more calories than weightlifting. I know a lot of people say different, but cardio actually burns more calories. But let's say you do that same cardio session and you throw in a little bit more weightlifting. Do your same cardio session, throw in some more weightlifting with it, right? After it, before it. Me, I go before, so my cardio doesn't. I'm more into weightlifting, so my cardio doesn't affect my weightlifting. So you might want to figure that out for yourself. But you burn X amount of calories over here with this cardio. Now you're going to burn more calories, meaning you're going to lose more weight. Yes, you might get a little bit hungrier because you're doing more stuff, so you might eat a little bit more calories, but guess what that calorie is going to go towards? You guessed it, muscle mass. It's not going to go towards your body fat. Your body's going to look a lot leaner the more muscle you have. And you're not going to get too big, like I said. The more muscle you have, everybody has a genetic limit, and to build muscle, to build to your genetic limit is going to take well over a decade. So a little bit of weightlifting is not going to get you looking like the Hulk. All right? It's not. I don't care how hard you go. I don't care what routine you do. I don't care. I don't care. Right? So it is the best way because it's going to get you more involved. It's going to get you more in tune. It's going to get you more into it. You're going to be way more into it. And you're going to love it. It's not going to seem like a job anymore. It's a game now. If I was to go in my room right now and turn on the PlayStation, even though I'm tired from work, if I turn on certain games, I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? If I throw on something as simple as Tetris, which I got the world's high score, I got 9 million and something. Y'all can look up Rapid Time Fitness Tetris if you don't believe me, right? I have the world high score. Me, I did that, right? I beat people that play that for hours and days and their whole life, and I beat them. All right. When I put my mind to something, I'm always the best at it. Fitness, whatever. I am not gonna be second. All right. Natural fitness. Right? Ain't nobody no. Listen. When I make a game out of something and I put my mind towards something, and I know everybody's not like this, but you don't know until you try. Put your mind to something. Thank me later. When you start lifting weights, and when you start, don't start where I'm at or anybody else that you see that who've been in there doing it. Don't start where they're at. Start very light. Work on your form. And this ain't for everybody, all right? Talk to your doctor. Yo, disclaimer. Talk to your doctor, all right? Talk to your doctor. I'm not telling you to go to the gym. If you go to the gym lifting and you get hurt, I ain't tell you to do that, all right? This is just advice for what I would do if I was in most people's shoes, all right? I would start light, very light. People will laugh at you. How do I know? I did that. I used to lift weights and I used to say, okay, I'm going to do this, that, and the third. I'm never going to deadlift. Anybody that knows my channel knows deadlift is my number one lift. Alright, bench press is on the front burner right now. Squat is going to be on the front burner next. But the deadlift overall is my number one lift. I used to say I would never do it because it looks so dangerous, right? But then I decided to do it one time. I tried it or whatever. But I was scared, so I was like, let me be smart about this. So I did 135 pounds. I would have done less than that if we had bumper plates at the gym that I was at. You don't want to do little plates. Like if you want to go light, you don't want to do 10-pound plates that's only this big. Because it's going to be so close to the floor, you're not going to have correct form trying to pick that bar up that's this close to the floor. So you want something like the size of a 45-pound plate, so the bar could be a little higher to where you need it to be at. Depending on, of course, it is what it is, right? Everybody different heights or whatever, but we lift it with the same, off the floor, we lift it with the same height of a bar, right? So I started with 135 pounds. The bar is 45, a 45 on each side, and I started deadlifting with that until I felt like my form was, it was easy weight. But until I felt like my form was decent, I didn't want to go any heavier. Dudes is in the gym, man, you doing 135, that's all you got? I was like, yeah. And they laughing, but guess what? Each and every one of them that laughed at me, they either got injured or I surpassed them. My deadlift is almost at 600 now. And I only weigh 100 and right now I'm 175. At the end of my cut, I was 165. Right? And I was still doing mid 500s on deadlift. Progressive overload. Over time, it took years to get there. But that had me so into lifting, chasing those numbers. Same thing on a bench. I was in my mid to late threes at my best. I'm bringing my bench press back. Hence the series that I got. Bringing my bench press back episode, question marks, I don't remember what episode I'm on. When I make another one of those videos, I'm going to have to look through my videos and see which one was last and then title it that, you know what I'm saying? The next number, you know what I'm saying? But numbers, you can mark where you're tracking basically. The same thing with dieting. There have been studies of people who lost a few pounds. They didn't lose a lot of weight, they lost a few pounds. It was just a study. Somebody they was curious about something, they did a study. And I forget what study it was or whatever. I think it was a college or Harvard or I don't even know, right? I don't want to be wrong. So it was somebody, a group of people that did a study, professional study. They took a group of people. I don't remember the whole numbers and everything. This might not even sound like it makes sense no more, but it does. Listen. They took a group of people And they didn't give them any specific foods to eat or any specific regimen or diet or whatever. They just told them people to track their calories. And guess what? On average, each one of them people lost, I think it was 7 or 10 pounds or something, but they lost weight. Why? Because they was mindful of the calories they was eating. When you're mindful of what you're doing, you do better. There was another study similar to that. It was a guy, he was going from factory to factory, different plants and workplaces, right? And he was just going there and tracking what they was doing and how to get more production and whatever. But whenever they seen that man with the clipboard come into the building, the numbers went up. The production went up. Whenever he wasn't there, it went back down. Why? Because they was being monitored. You treat your weight loss, your fitness, your muscle building, your weightlifting, you treat it like a business. You act like somebody's watching you. You're the worker, because you're working out, but you're also the manager. You're the boss. You're both. I don't want to use the master as this. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that. But it's like that. You're the worker and you're the boss. Make sure your boss side is watching and making sure your worker side is working. Don't be slacking. You know, I'm not saying hit the ground running if you just started. No. Pay attention. Still be serious in your downtime. Still be serious in your downtime. To this day, in between sets, I breathe, I focus on the next set. I think I might change my music. But I'm not going to go over here and get in this full-blown conversation with the next man or the next woman. No. Time in between sets is not talk time for me. This is still work. I treat it like a business. Treat it like a business. How you run a business when you're playing? Doesn't make sense. But that discipline that I'm speaking on, what I'm speaking on is discipline. That discipline is going to